All right, let's play some inside pitch advanced. Got the Cubs and the Mets, opening day 1980 at Shea Stadium. Rick Reuschel for the Cubbies and Craig Swan for the Mets. And in real life, just brought the box score up, which of course Baseball Reference is being very buggy again, but the Mets actually won this opening day game 5-2 behind Craig Swan, who did get the win going 7 innings. Neil Allen pitched the final 2 innings. See if there were any home runs. I don't see right away. I don't see any home runs in the game. So let's see what happens here. It was actually a good game up to the bottom of the sixth. The Mets had scored 4 in the bottom of the sixth to take control of the game, and they won it 5-2. So let's see if we get any replay magic and get anything like that in this one. Ballpark Shea is +1 Ks. Looks like -2 for walks, although that's a bit of an eye challenge. And 0 for home runs. Looks like -3s across the board to rob a homer. So let's just get started. Lenny Randle is going to lead it off for the Cubs. Also played for the Mets, I believe. Here's an error on a grounder. And a fly to left. No error on the grounder, so there's 1 out. Nobody on for Ivan De Jesus. And we got a K chance against the righty, and that's going to be an 8+1. That looks like it's going to be just enough. Struck him out.
He struck him out.
Got a +1 from the stadium helped there, and there are 2 out now for Billy Buckner. And there is a walk chance against a righty, but 17 is going to be too high. So we're going to go to Buckner. And we got an auto out. 6 is a fly to left. And we go to the bottom of the first. Easy inning for Swan. Rick Reuschel will be on the mound for the Cubs against Frank Taveras. It's going to be Taveras, Elliot Maddox, and Lee Mazzilli. A couple of Mets who also played for the Yankees at one point. And here we go. We got, I think, is that an EFG at the ballpark? Another eye challenge right there. And, oh, look at this one. So right-hander is a fly. This is the ballpark, so Taveras is right-handed. Fly to left. So that's not going to be affected by the EFG, so it's just 1 out. So 1 out, nobody on for Elliot Maddox. And there's a blank. And a fly out. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first. We've had 5 straight outs, and Lee Mazzilli will try and get the first hit of the game here off Rick Reuschel. And there is looks like a K or a home run if tired. A K right-handed is a 12+1. That's a 2. Should be a strikeout. And Mazzilli goes down.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Go to the top of the 2nd inning. Scoreless and hitless. And when those boxes go red, it is hard to see. We got a K chance on a righty, and that is going to be a strikeout. 1 out. Dave Kingman. Another
He struck him out.
player who played for the Mets, obviously. And there's 1 out for Ken Henderson. A lot of these Cubs also played for the Mets. Question marks against a switch hitter batting left. 3 is going to be an auto out. So that's going to, and he's used the same 3. You don't re-roll, and that's a grounder to second. So 2 quick outs here in the second for Steve Ontiveros. And that looks like a possible range play, but 20 is too high. So no range play. And then we got an NS3. There's no runners in scoring position, so his N is a 6, but 18 is going to be way too big, so that S3 is going to stand, and it's a base hit. First hit of the game is going to be Ontiveros, and he's an N for attempt, and there's nothing on the strategy, so Carlos Lescano with that, with a runner on first, and 2 out. And there's a K chance, and 10's going to get him. So that's the end of the second. For the Cubbies, we go bottom 2 here at Shea. Scoreless. Rick Reuschel back on the mound. Going to face Henderson, Mike Jorgensen, and John Stearns. Names I grew up with here in New York. That is looks like a K against the righty, and it's going to be a strikeout. 1 out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
That'll bring up Mike Jorgensen. may occasionally misread some of these that go red and I can't read them. That looks like a range play at the park. Obviously, it shows up here once you click on it. And, okay, so we got a range play at the park. It's an auto out star 5, but a range play on a G4. He's a 4, Lenny Randles, so he does not make it with a 6.
Let that ball get by
That's
him.
going to turn into a base hit. Single for Jorgensen. First hit for the Mets. Runner on first, 1 out for John Stearns. Nothing on the strategy. So Reuschel will pitch to Stearns. Jerry Morales on deck. And that's a K chance against a righty, but that's 18 is going to be too much. So roll on Stearns. And that just looks like a pop-up. So 2 out, runner on first. Nothing on the strategy for Jerry Morales. And that is another range play at the park. So let's first see what we get. Right-handed batter. That's one of them foul pops to first, and Buckner's a 4. So the 2 is okay, so he's able to make that
Terrific play.
foul pop. And we're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning, scoreless. Tim Blackwell will lead it off. I don't remember Tim Blackwell that well, to be honest with you. Tim Blackwell will lead it off, and he's a switch hitter batting left, so that looks like a blank. And there is a G6, 1 out. Bring up Rick Reuschel, the pitcher. I believe he had a brother, Paul, as well, who played. That looks like a K chance against the righty, and that's going to get him. So there.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And we're back to Lenny Randle. Randle's 0 for 1 in the game. Good pitcher's duel so far. We got a walk chance, but that's going to be too much. So Randle will bat off his card. And we got a fly to left. So bottom 3, scoreless. 1 hit each side. Dougie Flynn will lead it off. Swan on deck. And back to the top and Tavares. That looks like a K chance against a righty, but the 6 is going to be just too much because even with the +1, it's going to go to 5. So he misses the strikeout. And we got a base hit, single, the right field. So Doug Flynn is on, and yeah, that's going to be a sacrifice opportunity for Swan, and it does come up on the strategy roll. So Swan will be attempting to sacrifice here with a runner on first. And there's a walk chance, but no walk because what did they cut in half on bunt a chance? So the bunt is successful, and he's going to get him the second. So runner on second with 1 out, successful sacrifice for Swan. Tavares up with a runner in scoring position, first runner in scoring position in the game, and it's for the Mets. Reuschel's going to have to try and pitch out of trouble. That looks like an auto out, and it is a grounder to third, and I think you have to have, what, an 8 to advance on a grounder to third, and it's not an 8, so runner will hold at second with 2 out for Elliot Maddox. And that is a K chance against a righty, but 18 is going to be too big, so Maddox is going to have a shot here to get a hit. And he does get a hit, a base hit. It's past second. And that's going to score the win. And the Mets take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. So Elliot Maddox on first, 2 out. Nothing on the strategy for Lee Mazzilli. And there's a walk chance, and it is going to be a walk. Is it -2? Yeah, it's still going to be a walk with a 13. So first and second, 2 out.
Base on ball.
And that's going to bring up Steve Henderson. Reuschel will get into a little bit more trouble here. Trying to get that last out of the inning. This looks like a pickoff at the ballpark. 7 is a pickoff error possible. It is a pickoff error, right? 7-8 pickoff error. So second and third now, and we'll roll on Henderson. Both runners move into scoring position now. Instead of just having one, and there's an S8. There's a base hit. And that's going to score 2. Mets take a 3-0 lead. So a pickoff error, which pushed the second runner into scoring position, and they both score. So runner on first, 2 out for Jorgensen. And there is another range play at the park. Jorgensen's a left-handed batter, and there's an S+8. And was that a range? Yeah, that was a range play though. So center field is Lescano, and he makes it with a 4. He is a 4, and he makes it with a 4. So he takes
That
the
is
hit
a
away.
really good play.
Don't worry about adjustments. So that was a big range play right there. Otherwise, that inning could have been even bigger. We're going to go top 4. It's 3-0. And Jesus will lead it off against Swan. And there is an error on a booted ball. And a fly to left, no error, so 1 out. Bring up Buckner. Right now, Swan's in control here. There is a blank against the lefty. Buckner's lefty. And there's an auto out, fly out. Got to be careful on these, then that's only hit home run. 2 out, and that brings up Kingman. And Kingman is not going to strike out, surprisingly. That 18 is too big. Kingman did a lot of striking out in his day. And there is a base hit. So 2-out single for Kingman. And that'll bring up Kenny Henderson. And that is he's a switch hitter batting left, so that's a blank. And we got an auto out. And that's a fly to left, and that's going to end the inning. So we go bottom 4 with the Mets in control right now, 3-0. John Stearns will lead it off, and he's a righty, so that's a K chance, but that 18 is too big. And that's an N star star 1, but we got to check the N, and the 2 is going to hold up as an out, even though his N is that a 4? Wow, that's one of the lowest N's I've ever seen. But the 2 will still be good enough to keep that out. And it's a star star 1 fly to center. So I haven't seen too many 4s on an N. 1 out, and that'll bring up Morales. Reuschel got a little lucky there. We got a blank. And there's an auto out. That's a grounder. 2 short, 2 out. Bring up Doug Flint. I'd like to get on just to clear the pitcher if he can, but here is looks like it's going to be enough for a strikeout. Right-hand batter, 4+1, and it's a 4 on the D20.
Swing and a miss! Struck him out!
So we're going to go top 5. Mets lead at 3-0. Swan can still face 11 batters, and Ontiveros will lead it off. He's 1 for 1. And that's a range play, but no, because of the 15. And that is going to be a grounder to second. So 1 out for Carlos Lescano. And I got to be honest with you, I don't remember Carlos Lescano too well either. I remember Sixto, but I don't remember Carlos. And this is going to be an auto out. Fly ball to right field. 2 out for Tim Blackwell. And he's a switch hitter batting left, so that's a blank. And there's a ground ball right back to Swan. And we're going to go bottom 5. Swan will lead it off, leading 3-0. And pick off at the ballpark. Nobody's on, so we go to the ballpark. Swan's a right-handed batter, and this is going to be a foul pop to first and Billy Buckner. 1 out, and that'll bring up Taveras, who is 0 for 2. And he's going to strike out, make it 0 for 3.
Swing and a miss! He
Fourth
struck him
strikeout in the
out!
game here in the bottom of the 5th. He can still face 10 batters. 2 out, nobody on for Elliot Maddox. Maddox is 1 for 2. And that's just at the ballpark. Maddox is a right-hand hitter for splits, but that's just a straight single. Maddox is 2 out, nothing on the strategy for Lee Mazzilli. Mazzilli is 0 for 1 with a walk. He did score a run. And this is a K chance, but 19 is too big. So we got an auto out. And a lot of auto outs in this game. Looks like we're going to go to third. And we're going to go to the top
Be
of the
sure to
6th
visit
pretty
our
quickly
concession
here.
stand.
3-0 Mets. Reuschel leading it off. 6th inning. Reuschel lasted, in the actual game, Reuschel lasted 5 1/3. Gave up 4 earned runs on 6 hits. Top of the 6th inning. They are down 3-0. Let's see what they got for a bench. Who pinch hit for Reuschel in the actual game? Try and do things about, let's see, they used Bittner, they used Thompson, they used a couple of pinch hitters in the game. We got the righty, so we can use Larry Bittner. He was a good decent left-handed hitter. All right, we'll use Larry Bittner pinch hitting for Reuschel here, trying to get something going in the top of the 6th inning against Craig Swan. And we got a walk chance, and that is not going to be a walk because of the -2. The -2 takes the walk away. He was a 5, but it goes down to a 3. And we got a ground to first. So 1 out for Lenny Randle. And there's a range play at the park. Randle's batting lefty for splits, but there's just a base hit up the middle. But there's a range play. That's right. I keep forgetting that's a range play, and he makes it. What is Swan? I can't even read that. Is that a 6? But a 4 makes the range play, and he takes the hit.
Boy, he had to cover a lot of ground to make that grab.
So he's a 4, and he got a 4, and he makes that play. So that ball was headed up the middle for a single, and Swan robs him. And there are 2 outs for Ivan De Jesus. Cubs needed that base runner, and De Jesus is going to be out, auto out. So there's a fly to center. So we'll bring in Caudle because he came in next after Reuschel. Seems like a reasonable reliever to bring into the game here. So we go bottom 6th. Caudle comes in to face Steve Henderson. It's the Mets 3, Cubs nothing. Cubs only have 2 hits in the game. And that's a wild, which is a blank. And there's an auto out 5 and a fly to left. 1 out. And that'll bring up Mike Jorgensen. He is 1 for 2. And there's a walk chance, and it will be a walk even with the -2. So Jorgensen is
Walking. Good base on
given the
ball.
steal. This is interesting. He gets the steal, and he's a stolen base 0. Wow. I don't know how I can pull the trigger on this. I'm gonna override. I don't know what to do. Usually I like to do the steal if it comes up, but how do I do this steal? Obviously he must have been caught a couple of times during the year. 1 out. They are up 3. It's like almost giving the Cubs an out. Well, base runners do dumb things sometimes. I don't know why, but I'm gonna just go with it, and he's caught stealing.
You're out.
So 2 out, nobody on for Bill Caudle against John Stearns. Obviously, I know he's going to be out, but sometimes, runners are thrown out during the year. So Stearns is going to be a blank. And there's an NS9. 19 is going to stay in S9 because 19 is too big. So base hit for Stearns. Runner on first 2 out. Now he gets the steal. At least he's a 14 before the subtractions. So he's going to try and steal. And he's safe.
Safe.
So they get Stearns to second with 2 out for Morales. And there is a blank. And a base hit. This one's up the middle. And that's going to score a run, and the Mets lead 4-0.
Fans who
So even with the
interfere
caught
with
stealing,
play on the field
they
will be
managed to get a
escorted
run
from the
in.
stadium.
And Doug Flynn will bat against Caudle here in the bottom of the 6th. Question marks, right-handed, auto out, looks like. And that's going to end the inning. So we go to the top of the 7th, and Swan will face Buckner. Cubby's got nothing going here so far, 2 hits in the game. And that is going to be a miss on a K. So we'll roll on Buckner. And there's a base hit. So Buckner's on at first. Nobody out for Dave Kingman because he can cut this lead in half with 1 swing. And this is going to be a strikeout. So a familiar result.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
1 out runner on first for Henderson. And here's a home run chance. Right-handed is a 19, so even with the empty, this is going to be a home run. And it's not Kingman, but it's Henderson that cuts the lead in half.
Back, gone.
Henderson with the 2-run homer, and all of a
No
sudden
throwing
it's 4-2.
of any objects on the playing field.
1 out, nobody on for Ontiveros. Now we got to keep an eye on Stearns, but he's going to strike out Ontiveros. So good call.
Great call.
And there are 2 out for Lascano. And there's a range play at the ballpark. Right-hand batter. There's a base hit to center. He's a 3 in center field, and he makes it with the home field 8. So the Cubs have had some hits robbed by range plays. So now Swan's leading it off. Now that it's a close game, Neil Allen did pitch the last 2 innings. So maybe we pinch hit for Swan. Now the Mets did not use a pinch hitter. They brought someone in for defense and right, and they did not actually have to pinch hit for Swan in the game. So we got Caudle, the righty, on the mound. Let's see what lefties we have on the bench and switch hitters. For switch hitters, we got a couple of these. We got Backman and Mookie Wilson on the bench. And we have for lefties, Claudell Washington's on the bench too. Good old Claudell. Let's pinch hit Claudell Washington. Another guy who played for the Yankees. Caudle will pitch to Washington here. Bottom 7, 4-2. Mets lead it. And he's going to strike him out. So Washington pinch hits and strikes out.
He struck him out.
1 out. Now it'll bring up to Veras. So Veras is 0 for 3. And there's a walk chance, and it will be a walk even with the -2.
Walking, good base on balls.
And now we're getting a hit and run with Elliott Maddox. Why not? 1 out, hit and run with Elliott Maddox. We got speed on at first. So let's see what happens here. Right-handed batter. Is that a blank? It's a blank. And we got, oh, look at this, a G4, but we get the, you know, it hasn't not happened to me once rolling cards and dice. But this is the hit and run symbol. And interesting. The hit and run was on. Isn't that the hit and run symbol on a G4? Okay, I don't know. It is a 1 anyway, so that is just going to be batter out. Runner on second. Not sure if the game played that right, but anyway, runner on second, 2 out. And they're giving the steal. And he steals third. Safe. With 2 out. Caudle is tired, so maybe we should get someone. Where are they on their batting order? Caudle's coming up next. Let's see if Caudle can get out of this. Runner on third, 2 out. But the tired result doesn't come out. It doesn't. It's a pickoff at the ballpark. There's no pickoff of third, and there's no pickoff error here. There is a balk, though. Oh, wow, he balks in the run. And it's 5-2. Balked in the run there. And there's a base hit. Let's see if he can get Henderson to get out of this inning. We're on a booted ball. And a fly to center. So he does get out of it. But we'll bring in Neil Allen. He came in the game and pitched 2 innings, so why not do it again? We're going top 8, 5-2. And funny, this was the actual, wasn't this the actual score of the game? Yeah, it was 5-2 in the actual game. Top of the 8th. Allen due to face Blackwell. Like I said, I don't remember this guy too well. What were his numbers? Tim Blackwell, he batted .272, so we'll let him hit. Switch hitter. And there's a walk chance and a walk. So Blackwell
Walks, and that wasn't close.
And now we got Caudle to finish the inning, so now we can pinch hit for him. See what we got here. The Cubbies used, we already used Bittner. They also used Scott Thompson, but he's also left. He's batted .212 though. So who else do we got? This guy only had 20 at-bats, but batted .300. Steve Macko, I don't remember him that well either. We got some better options, quite frankly, than Thompson. Got Tracy and Figueroa from the left side as well. I'm going to use Jim Tracy as the pinch hitter. With runner on first, nobody out here. Neil Allen in, trying to get the 2-out inning save like he did get in the actual game. Here's a K chance, and he gets the strikeout. 1 out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And that'll bring up Len Randall. We got a range play on Lenny Randall. And that's a double to center. Morales with a chance to rob it is a 3. And he does. Wow, another hit from the Cubs is robbed by the Mets. And that's a
Terrific
successful play on the range play. That was huge. Runner on first, 2 out now for De Jesus. Wow. Worst case, that would have been second and third, and maybe even a run in. Here we got another range play. This one is a G6, but Taveras is only a 1, so this might go against the Mets, and it does.
Let that ball get
That
by
one
him.
fails.
Everybody
First and second,
clap
2
your
out
hands.
for Billy Buckner. So Cubby's making a threat here. See if Neil Allen can make a pitch. Strikeout chance, but no way you're getting Buckner on a 14, so Buckner's going to bat. And there's the double. So they couldn't avoid that.
He rocks
double,
one to
and
right center
scores
field.
2 runs. It is 5-4.
Everybody
And all of a
clap your
sudden,
hands.
we have a game, and Allen is down to 3 batters before he gets tired. Runner on second, 2 out for Kingman. And there's a K chance, and they get Kingman on strikes. So we're going to go to the
struck him out.
bottom of the 8th. Let's see. They used 3 pitchers. Oh, yeah, Dick Tidrow came in. So Jorgensen is lefty. But then they got a bunch of righties. So it's interesting. They used Tidrow. He saved 6 games. 2.72 ERA. We'll bring Tidrow in. He was the other guy who pitched for them that day. And we're going to go bottom 8, Jorgensen against Tidrow. All of a sudden, it's a 1-run game, 5-4. And there is a walk chance that's going to fail. And it's grounded to short. Now, I'll bring up John Stearns. And there's a K chance that fails. So again, we go to Stearns. And he's an auto out. Fly to right. 2 out. Jerry Morales. And that is a K chance that succeeds because of the +1. He was a 12. It went to a 13. So here we go. Top 9.
Remember to get your copy
Neil Allen,
of the souvenir
he can face 2
program.
batters before he starts to get tired. And he is going to have to probably pitch tired to finish this game off. He got a 2-inning save in the actual game in 1980. We got Henderson, Ontiveros, and then we'll see about Carlos Lescano. I gotta look at his numbers. Henderson will bat. Strikeout chance, and that's going to be a strikeout. So 1 out.
Swing and a
Nobody on.
miss. He struck him out.
Ontiveros will bat. Switch hitter batting left against Allen. And that is an EFG at the ballpark. Now he's a lefty for the splits, but a fly to left is not going to be factored in with the EFG. So there's 2 out, nobody on. Let me just double check this Carlos Lescano. He was the center fielder. I'm trying to remember this guy, and I don't. He only hit 205 with 3 homers. They did not pinch hit for him in the game, did they? Let me see. Oh, yeah, Jerry Martin came in. So let's use Jerry Martin. It's righty-righty, but they used Martin, and he wasn't a bad hitter. He hit 23 homers. So we'll use Jerry Martin just like they did in the actual game for Lescano. And Neil Allen is going to have to do this tired. It's a 2 out, nobody on. It's now a 1-run game. Jerry Martin has home run power. Let's see if Allen can avoid a tired mark. And he does with a walk chance, which is going to miss. So we're going to go to Martin. And a G4 ends the game. So Neil Allen gets the job done. And the Mets hold on and beat the Cubbies 5-4. Very close to what actually happened in the game. The Mets actually won this 5-2 with Neil Allen getting a 2-inning save. So pretty similar to what happened in the actual game with the actual players that played the game that day. Mets win it 5-4. Really, it was a lot of range plays that were made by the Mets that really saved this game for them. Otherwise, I think this result would have gone the other way. So Met defense wins it for them 5-4. Thanks for watching.